G'day fellas and welcome to game number 3 between Marine Lord, who spawns in the west of the map, playing as the Abbasid dynasty, and his opponent, who spawns in the east of the map, playing as the Mongols, Lucifron 7. That is correct. We have got a Mongol coming out today. I did not expect this at all. For anybody unfamiliar with why it wouldn't be unexpected, or why this is unexpected, well, let's take a look at something I prepared earlier for you guys. This right here is the flash card. This is EGC TV's Golden League, and we are in the exclusive civilizations round, so players are looking to pick up civilizations exclusively. So we've had the Delhi coming out, we've had the Rus coming out. These two civs can't be used again, and they can't be picked by your enemy. We've got the French as well as the English that have been picked up by Marine Lord. And now on this map, you would probably expect that China would come out for Lucifron. He's got it available to him, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but surprisingly, he goes for the Mongols here, which I guess is a surprise to some people, surprise not to others, because China are considered one of the best civs on this map. But maybe he was playing a little bit of mind games. So who knows exactly what went on between these two guys, because this is interesting, because not only do we have the Abbasid dynasty coming out for Marine Lord, but you've got the fact that the Holy Roman Empire weren't picked here. This is very, very curious. Players looking to just switch things up a little bit, maybe take their opponent a bit by surprise and switch things off, because typically when you come into this game, you're coming in with a plan. You're thinking, okay, I know that my enemy's got China. I know that he's probably going to think that I am, I'm going to play the Holy Roman Empire. So what am I going to do? Well, I can play Holy Roman Empire into China, but if they just stonewall off all the crossings, how am I going to deal with that? How am I going to get across? Okay, I can do a drop or look to drop it, but then all of a sudden, now I've got to invest in water. Maybe I don't want to do that. There's all these different sorts of plays or levels that come to it. And as a result, this is what the two players have landed on. So very curious, and I can't help but feel like there was a bit of an outdraft here, just with regard to Lucifron. He just seems to have, all the civilizations. It definitely felt like the Mongols. I can't believe that out of all the picks that he had, with the Mongols being considered by many to be an S-tier civilization, it only comes in here at basically the last game, or in fact, in the last game in the series, that he actually brings it out. And I think that says a lot. I guess he's also very comfortable with the Mongols, so it makes sense that he's picking it up here. But we'll have a look at the build orders, dissect it a little bit, and try and understand exactly where these two players are up to. We already see that we've got Marine Lord down towards the south that is on the water. He's obviously playing the Abbasid dynasty, which have a reduced cost on their fishing boats. And up towards the north, you can see that we've got ourselves a little bit of action up towards here. Sheep just moving out. I think he's tried that segment in the middle has not been built, and the village are going to have to fall back. You can see Lucifron absolutely causing massive amounts of havoc right now, and this is what you do not want to happen. And I love the way that he just buffs up the movement speed of these spears and then lets them go. Village is going to be making its way back. He might be able to heal up, or might even look to send out a second villager out towards his position, but the damage has been done. The two spears are going to be able to get through here, and you can see he's going to be able to chase it away, and more units going to be coming out as well. Marine Lord, he ideally wanted to get that up. He saw where the spears were going. He had the villager in position. He had closed up this southern wall. It was only going to be this wall towards the north that was yet to be closed up, and unfortunately, Lucifron gets across the crossing just in time. How do you tell that this one is not the one that has got built across? It is the fact that it does not have the shading on the ground there. That is what is going to tell it apart. That is how you're going to tell the difference. And now we hear that House of Wisdom going down in the front of the base. I'm not going to be dropping it down in the back of the base. Going to keep it in the front of the base, so a little bit more exposed to those traction trebuchets in the event that they do come out. But already you got to say Marine Lord is looking a little bit shaky. Behind this, we see Lucifron obviously opening up with the barracks. That's why we see so many spears already coming out, and he's funneling these through. Honestly, with the way that Marine Lord is playing this, it's going to be very tough for him to be able to come back from this opening. You can see that he almost had one possible way that he was thinking he could do damage here. But when you think about it from Lucifron's perspective, he's got so many potential openings. He can drop an outpost down. He can drop a second outpost down. He can go castle behind it. He can look to punish through here and do damage eventually with men-at-arms or spears. He'll slowly work at it with scouts and eventually take it down, that sort of thing. He will come through and he will find a way to do damage. And unfortunately, he rolled the dice and he rolled a 6 on the very first go. And now we can see that so much damage is just going to be coming out. Lucifron, he's going to be up to the feudal age very, very shortly. But Marine Lord, he is up now, but he's going to be losing a few villagers as a result, or at least a few fishing boats as a result. Dock going to be going down. You can see he hands in all the food right before it goes down. These guys are going to be moving on, probably heading up the river or something, just looking to try and gather up a bit of fish. And then he'll be looking to drop down a dock up towards, up towards this northern position, somewhere up here. Try and sneak it in where his enemy can't actually spot it. If you could get a dock in right here, it wouldn't be too bad because you can actually wall off from that angle. I think that could work. And we actually see that he's following up the fishing boats up towards the north here with the spearmen. So he's looking to see exactly where he goes, and he's searching for a second dock. You can see that he's intent on searching. And now up towards the north, never mind, just when you thought you might be able to wall it off, all of a sudden that spearman comes through and he's going to find a wolf. We're going to change perspective because otherwise we're going to hear some fighting, and we don't want to hear that fighting because that sound is loud and proud, and that is not something that we like to hear. But Marine Lord now under more pressure. That second building going to be going down for him. We'll have a look up towards the north. It looks like it's been cleaned up, and look at this. Marine Lord goes for a second dock, so definitely taking the right route. Knows that is going to be the best spot for him. Villager going to be moving around. Could look to get a wall up across here as well, just to prevent any further units from coming up into that. But now we see that Lucifron doing a great job, going to be collecting those bounties. It's already 2 buildings that he's sieged down now, and he'll continue moving around. He'll continue posturing and looking to try and take out more buildings if he is allowed to. He's going to be heading back for the moment, at least. Might be going towards the middle, and we can actually see that. I didn't even realize. I apologize. Lucifron. He's got 4 fishing boats that are out right now, so he is taking advantage on the water. And now a little bit of a side-by-side fishing here as Lucifron is in a great position. And keep in mind, this is a round of 8 game. So it basically means that going through here, the winner of this game is going to be in a great position heading into the finals because it will mean that they are going to have to fight from the top of the bracket, whereas somebody who loses here, so if that's Lucifron that loses here, if it's a Marine Lord that loses here, they drop down into the losers bracket, and it means that it's going to be such a hard fight for them to get their way back up. And now the spear going to be finding that Marine Lord just cancels. It's not looking good for Marine Lord. It is really not. If there's any Marine Lord fans out there, I'm sorry guys, it is not looking pretty. Things are not going to plan right now. Double archery range going to be the way that Marine Lord goes here. He's thinking his only option might be to go heavy into archers. I'm feeling like the ship has sailed, my friend. The ship has sailed. The Mongol madness has already overwhelmed you. 8 villagers on gold. He's going to be looking to get up to the Castle Age. It is going to be a Castle Age timing that's coming through from Lucifron here. And this is exactly why the Mongols are so damn strong. They are a civilization that have got a lot of options. Even if they don't go aggressive early, they've still got the power of the boom that is going to be able to take you by surprise. Villager did actually go down on that gold mine. You can see the way that it fell as well. It has gone down, and now the second gold mine going to be going down, or mining camp going to be going down on this gold mine. Plenty of spears coming out, and remember, you can't match the spear power of the Mongols in the early game just because of the way that Uvu works. That Uvu is always going to give the Mongol player the advantage. Only 80 resources to actually get that bad boy out. Only 80 stone, rather, to get those spears out. But now, looking to go into a second town center, I feel like Marine Lord is making this up as he goes, and that scares me. Because when you're making it up as you go, it is not an efficient build order. It is not an efficient run. And compared to your opponent, who is doing very efficient things, and as we now begin to see the light junk going to be coming out here for Lucifron, it's not going to help a lot. But I think this is, I mean, the problem right now for Marine Lord is even if he goes for a second town center, he's just going to die to the timing push. We know that the timing push is coming. And we, not only would Marine Lord know that the timing push is coming, because he scouts it. He knows what his enemy is up to. He sees how heavily that he was on gold. You can see when there's 1,000 gold missing from the gold vein, the Mongol player isn't spending it on knights because the Mongol player doesn't have access to knights. So it's going to be an age up. And indeed, we see 700 gold in the bank now as those camel archers make their way around. He's going to be looking to drop down that step it out right next to his town center. He'll move it out slowly and steadily over towards that position. You might even see archers come out from him, but he doesn't even want to delay. In fact, it's just going to be early horsemen that come out here looking to try and deal damage. But now over towards the other side of the map, we can see the camel archer going to be chasing away that Khan. Age up going to be coming through here. Looks like the step it out going to be going down to the back of the base. The camels have moved around to the front, rounding it out, and Marine Lord going to be spotting out everything from his opponent. Slowly but steadily, that mining camp going to be going down, and that bounty going to be turned over towards Lucifron. Take a look at how much resources he gets out of this bad boy. Let's have a look. There it goes, 25, 25. So 25 food, 50 gold. Unfortunately, it's too little too late at this point for that villager to be coming out. All the damage has been done, and now Spear's going to be turning their attention towards it. Marine Lord's going to be careful. He might be losing another villager here if he's not paying attention. I don't think he is. He's got eyes in the back of his head, but unfortunately, they might be closed for the moment. And now that town center going to be going down as well as that villager. Unfortunate. Oh, it lived. It lived. It lived. I don't know how it lived. It lived. It somehow lived. We do see the spearman went down. He managed to repair up the mining camp. I can't believe that it lived. Wow, what a story. And now that town setting. Oh my, it is so bad right now for Marine Lord. It is so bad. He's trying his hardest to get through it. Lucifron reaches the castle age. Poor Marine Lord. He knows it is time, and good game gets called. What an absolutely quick one. A terrible one there. And Marine Lord drops down to the lower brackets. Lucifron. Lucifron is going through to the big league, fellas. If you're interested in catching Marine Lord in the lower brackets, it'll be coming up right now. Or actually, I don't know if it'll be coming up right now. It might be the next games.